All right, Peter. So here's Sean from last night. Looking pretty good. I'd still like to see him get, at some point in the future, a little bit more early momentum here instead of just, dropping the knee, dropping the hands, and then reaching out with the front leg. Because when he does that, what happens is he doesn't get a speed build up from the beginning. So his real leg drive, which happens here, which is actually pretty good. And you can see how he kind of accelerates right here. Even in slow motion, you can see the body moving faster. He gets good extension here in the knee, gets extension in the ankle there. But when he doesn't have enough momentum, when he doesn't have momentum coming into that drive, he doesn't have the explosiveness yet to really push this foot out into a nice long stride. That's much better what he's doing now than the first couple times I saw him. But again, like we want this stride length to be about his body height. And it's still pretty short in comparison to his body height. So if I draw this line out here, and then if I draw one up to see how tall he is, yeah, this line is still a little bit longer than this one. Let me take a look at that. See that? His post line, where his post line measuring his height is a little bit longer than his stride line. So he still has more stride in him. It's gonna, I think it's gonna come better when he's able to lead with the hips more and get a flex in the back knee here more, and start moving the lower body out sooner instead of leading with the leg here and then opening up the front foot, because he just doesn't give himself much time to really accelerate that uh, that movement in order to lift the hips here so that he deposits the foot a little bit further out. Okay, but what a really good job he does in so many areas. So let me show you a couple of really good things. He has nice arm, shoulder. He's got nice abduction behind the back, where it's not excessive, but it's enough that he can uh, pull the arm back while extending this ankle and starting to move these hips forward, which is excellent for hip to shoulder separation. So he has a really good arm timing with the back leg and the hip. So here he is with his hip. His hip isn't opened up completely because he just doesn't have the power yet to do it. But look at where his hip is right now, turned where his shoulder is. Look at how his shoulder is back and his hip. You see this, the creases in his shirt. That's a good indication of torque. So he's got some good torque going on there. He finishes. Look at his chest come way out, and his arm lay back is excellent. And look at how far out over his leg. I mean, look, he's way out over his knee. The only problem is that his leg is too vertical. So once we get this foot to land out here and we get him to move with more momentum into that, now he's going to lower his center of gravity a little bit. He's going to stretch out the elastic properties of his legs, and it's going to catapult his chest even faster. So the movements that he has right now are excellent. The timing of his ankle and his hip and his shoulder moving back is really advanced for his age. It's awesome. The leg that's vertical here is hurting his velocity. The power from the back leg is still weak, but the movements that he's got his body into with the chest thrust, his chest cavity opens up, his arm lays back, he comes flying out. Look at that great arm release right there. Boom. And he follows through. The only thing that's a little awkward here is the follow through, because his stride just isn't long enough for his body height. I mean, I shouldn't say it like that. It's not that his stride isn't long enough for his body height. It's just that his stride is, his ankle and his knee are just too lined up. And that ankle and knee needs to be more linear and more horizontal. And that will balance his body better. It'll be more athletic. It doesn't look like a very athletic finish here, but he's got great potential, great qualities, awesome timing, body movements are great, and the follow through is excellent. Just again, we work on that lower body, and how to land that front leg, how to get that stride elongated, and how to brace up that front knee to really catapult the body at a faster speed. Okay, so over time, as this guy gets to develop and fill in and become more of an elite athlete, you're going to see some real good pitching here. Okay? All right, I'll see you next time.